All right, listen closely, men. I've got a few things to touch on. We're going to turn this from a close game into our game. These are the types of halves where we are helping ourselves out by making clean passes. They haven't caused us too many problems in the passing lanes to this point, but we still have a half of basketball to play. But we've shot the ball well, I'll give us that. And it's because we've had great shot selection. We've made really good choices with the ball. And in this half, I want us quick to get out on the break. Let's get headed up the floor as soon as we get our hands on the ball. We know we're up against a tough team tonight. Let's show them we're just as tough.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
Some excellent numbers in this one for the dude. He has 11 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better.
Balance way through the hood, kids call me Mr. Sniffles. Other hand on my, as if I was slick Rick, my aim is still an issue. Lose your soul in whichever palm I'm holding. One will leave you frozen, the other nod and dozing.
Spurs trail by 6. Bill Barton is out there with Parker. And there's Pekovic. Then it's Paul George. And it's Garrett in at the power forward. That's the San Antonio 5. Now here's Pekovic. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And George, here we go. Just 5 on the clock. No luck.
Oh, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
The Spurs shooting reasonably well, 45%. Parker outside. Kicks it to George. It's tipped. Parker outside. Back to George. Fires for 3. It's good, and the Pearson lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Tony Parker.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Dixon passes to Chan. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
Guys, listen, you know what we have to do. From this point on, we have to run the offense through our best player. Let's set screens, let's get him free, and let's let him go.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. He told the team he wanted to run their offense through Parker. The coach has a lot of faith in him offensively, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. He also said that their work on the offensive glass is going to be critical. He believes second chance points will go a long way toward deciding this game. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Here's the dude. 15 points in the game. Pass to Dixon. He dishes it to Ellis. No good from outside. Spurs trail by 4. And George kicks to Parker. Garrett with the bucket.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Dixon passes to Ellis. Here's Wolf. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know it's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
The Pistons shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. 2 shots. First one falls for him. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Spurs have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And Thomas, here we go. The pass to Davidson, shoots a 3, and again it's San Antonio with a 3.
Coming out strong here in the third quarter. That's 4 for 5 shooting for this team.
They double him with George. Here's Drummond. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
So it's San Antonio now. They trail by 3, and the shot is good.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
Detroit making a switch. Mahimi's checked in. Well, we've got a moment here. Let's now see who the league's top scorers are. And you look at the dude leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
Well, all you have to do is point to his name at the top of the list. It's been for him. He's been amazing.
And, well, Detroit shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Fades away, and he gets it to go. The dude's got 17. Well, with that last huddle, you could see the coach was addressing how they were going to make a tactical adjustment.
And after the coach does something like that, it's on the players now to lock in and follow the lead and execute. If they don't, then the coach will put them on the pine.
Here's George after the made shot from Chan. Thomas. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, look at the discrepancy in the assist column between these two teams.
Here's the dude. He's got 17. Pass to Dixon. Jacks up a 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Splitter's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. George dishes to O'Quinn. 1:51 left in the third quarter of the game. 6 to shoot. Here's Davidson. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Launches a 3. No good from Chan.
Very little success for him behind the arc today. Just 1 3-pointer in the first half and still none in the second.
Thomas with the ball, picked up by Ellis. George passes to Davidson. Here's O'Quinn. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
George having a fantastic game. He has 12 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
Now, his outside stroke has looked really good today.
It's his first trip to the line.
Spurs, Paul George. 2 shots.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Hammonds, he's checked in for San Antonio. And the Pistons making a change here. And both free throws good for Paul George.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Pass to Chan. Detroit, no good that time either.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Thomas kicks to O'Quinn. Thomas sets a screen for George. Left side, George. Tries again. That's good. Splitter's got his first points of the game.
Man, an even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I know you know about how the basket can seem like it's 10 feet wide when you're in the zone. That's where they are right now.
Here's the dude. He's got 17. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. And the Spurs with some changes. Nikola Pekovic comes in for Splitter. And Barton subbed in for Paul George. The Pistons have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Thomas kicks to O'Quinn. Here's Barton. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
That's his first personal foul.
San Antonio shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
That's been a great year for them overall. The Stripe hitting about 82% of their foul shots. Impressive.
And they've increased their percentage quite a bit since last season, guys.
No good on the free throw. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Here's the dude, covered by Pekovic. Here's Chan. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it. The dude's got 19 points. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, it's been a really good game for sure. I mean, it looks like it's going to stay tight throughout.
Yeah, very competitive action. I agree with you, Clark. I mean, this one could come down to the last few minutes the way it looks.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's Detroit. They lead by 1. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth